Enough is enough, and it's time for a change!
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah! Get some love! Woo, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey, yo! We're in the big D tonight, baby! And we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them sugar shook.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold said so!
Oh, son of a bitch. Stop. Drop. Sunday Segways on top. Oh, no. That's how the Segue rolls. That's right. It is the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. Right here on VOC Nation and Swerve Talk. And I am the man of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. The one man with no Instagram. Kinny Killa. Now, right. It is episode 152. Can you believe it? We're nearly 3 years old. We're nearly 3 years old. Not too long to go till then. But as we always do, bringing you the best in professional wrestling news and updates and reviews and previews and whatever you want to call it every week on a Sunday. So let me introduce you to my guest. It is the day of Fastlane, which means it's prediction panel time. So you know it's the return of Mr. TB Tom Brady.
Morning, everyone. Well, afternoon now. It's so different. I used so used to doing it in the morning when we started. Now it's the afternoon. It catches me out. Yeah, it should be a good show. I'm quite excited for Fastlane, actually. I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
So,
well,
let's hope. Let's hope, eh?
Fingers crossed. So let me introduce you to a debutante on the show, and it's a long time coming, people. It's a very long time coming. I reached out to this guy a few years ago when we were just little toddlers. So now he is gracing us with his presence all the way from New York. Big Slam Nation's own, One Wrestling's own, Big Ray.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Mark of the Masters Battle Plan. Big Ray here to stay to talk with Sunday Segue today. Does that make any sense? Listen, man, I'm really excited to be on with you guys. It's been a while. Now, I know you guys talking about it being the afternoon over there. I literally just woke up this morning to come on this show. I am still congested. I'm drinking my coffee. No tea. This is the United States of America here, guy. That's all we drink. Coffee.
We're tea, man, but I don't drink tea.
I don't drink tea either.
I don't drink tea.
Good.
No.
Good.
I'm a coffee man.
I'm a straight peppermint guy. Yeah, or herbal.
Mixing it up, you know.
Herbal?
Yeah, herbal. That's how we do.
Where the hell is Fame Black?
Well, listen, Fame Black, obviously he's part of the prediction panel. He should be here. But as we like to say, UK custom, he's a dirty stop out. That's what he is.
He is.
He's probably
bit of a waste, man.
I won't go that far, but he's running from somewhere. He'll be with us in a bit. But obviously we got business to do. It's the day of Fastlane. So Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you check out our website, the sundaysegwaypodcast.wix.com /Sunday Segue. Follow us on Twitter. That's at Sunday Segue. Segue spelled SEGUE. Also, like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can listen to us on iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Right. Shout outs. Tom, you want to give any shout outs?
I don't actually have any this week. I'm unprepared in the shout out front, to be honest. so I'll just gonna pass. I have no answers.
It's all good. Ray, any shout outs?
Of course, I'm going to give a shout out to the one and only, the legendary Bill Apter, and of course my boys over at Big Slam Nation. We're talking about Billy Ray Valentine. We're talking about A-Track Brown, Fame Black, who is late, as always. Fame Black. Okay, Fabe. You got the show, Bill Schuyler. Who did I miss? I didn't miss anybody, I don't think. But, I want to give a shout out to my lovely fiance, Jennifer, who is still sleeping, getting ready for work. It's going to be a good day. I'm really excited for Fastlane, buddy.
Oh, I can't wait to get into it. I want to give a shout out to our business partners in crime. That's maxwrestling.wix.com /Max Wrestling. Make sure you check out their new magazine issue. And obviously you must have listened to their podcast, which was just before us on VSC Nation. I want to give a shout out to the Pigeon Patrol Offshoot Radio. I want to give a shout out to You What as well. You What Gaming YouTube show. Jason Clarkson and Squeak, they were on Retro Roundtable. By the way, make sure you check out Retro Roundtable episode 17.
It's really good.
Yeah, man,
really
we were
good.
talking about 90s video games, so make sure you check that out.
I like that.
Okay, right about now, it's usually the time for the debutante impression. So Ray, what tends to happen is when you're on the show and make your debut, you have to give your very best Macho Man impression and let us know your favorite current wrestler and your favorite wrestler of all time.
Oh man.
Yeah, so just give a little snippet of Savage, if you can, in 3,
All right.
2, 1.
Ooh, yeah, dig it. The Macho Man Randy Savage taking it to the top. Oh, yeah, dig it. Elizabeth, walk down that aisle. Yeah.
Oh, that, you know what? What
That was
score?
sick.
What score
That
are we
was
giving
sick.
that, Tom? What score are we giving that?
I'm giving that a solid 9. I
Oh,
love that.
was nice. That was nice. Okay, let us know your favorite.
The cream of the crop. Yeah, sorry, I had a break.
Let us know your favorite current wrestler and your favorite wrestler of all time.
Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite wrestler of all time is the extremely racist Hulk Hogan, but I cannot put past what everything that he's done for the business. I'm at a point right now where I'm like, you know what? Let's see where this guy's mindset is. I'm a forgiving man, so Hulk Hogan will always be my very favorite wrestler. Not that he's the best, but he's my favorite. Now, my favorite wrestler right now, and my favorite wrestler who's been my favorite wrestler for quite some time now, has been AJ Styles. I've been a huge AJ Styles fan for the last 10 years. And to see him here in the WWE, I wish I would have saw him 10 years ago in the WWE, but you know how that works out. Very excited to see AJ Styles in WWE. I'm super. Oh, you got the AJ Styles gloves. They can't see it, but I can. That's awesome. Those things are gonna sell like hotcakes. But seriously, man, AJ Styles at this point in juncture right now is possibly my favorite wrestler. If I pick a number 2 guy real quick, probably be Dean Ambrose. I really love Dean Ambrose and what he brings to the table.
Nice picks. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the Raw Fallout, and we're going to go along with the predictions side by side, which means I have to make sure I get up the WWE Fastlane card before I do anything. But let's just go into Raw anyway, as it is. So start off Raw anyway. Stephanie McMahon doing her normal shtick, taking the mick out of Mr. One Ambrose. Stephanie a funny one because I love her character, but I just feel like you know how Heyman, he tends to get other people over with the way he talks. Steph doesn't seem to. I don't seem to get that from her. I seem to like anyone she's with, she literally kind of belittles, and I know that's her role, but it would be nice, I suppose, with her, promo talents, that she could kind of get some people over. I don't know what you think about that, Ray.
Well, I mean, Stephanie McMahon, you say what you will about Stephanie McMahon. I actually think the woman has gotten much better. If you remember Stephanie McMahon way back in the day when she used to cut her promos back in the Attitude Era, she was just cutting her teeth. Right now, I think she's excellent, and to pair her with somebody would be, I think, a benefit at this point in juncture. Again, Stephanie McMahon is the most gorgeous thing on the face of the earth. I have had a crush on Stephanie McMahon since I was a very, very young boy. So and I don't know, from what I understand, when she was younger, I thought you're supposed to develop like in your 12s or 13 years of age, but somehow she got bigger up top. As she got into her 20s. I mean, it was pretty weird. I don't know if that natural enhancement stuff. But anyway, Stephanie McMahon, in all due respect to Stephanie McMahon, I think she's actually excellent in what she does. Anyone with her would be great. I think she could just be a great help.
Tom, with this, with Ambrose, this kind of evolved into an IC title fatal 5-way match, which included Ambrose, Owens, Breeze, who else was in there? Stardust and Ziggler. Yeah. So you've seen some little feuds that's going on in there, obviously between Ziggler and Owens and so on and so on. But anyway, this match for 5 people, I thought this match was really, really good. I thought Breeze got a little bit of limelight, ducking the cannonball, going into the sweet chin
he hit his
super
finisher.
kick.
on someone.
Yeah, and Beauty Shot. But yeah, I just thought the match was done very well. Was booked very well. I felt like obviously Owens came out on top. But what did you think about the finish? You know, the dirty deeds and the what's it called? Ziggler doing his finisher, and then obviously you've got the pop-up powerbomb on Breeze. What did you think?
I thought it was pretty cool. Inventive. Something new. Not often. The issue with Fatal 5-ways or 4-ways and stuff like that is usually it's 2-on-2. It's 1-on-1, sorry, and then they split off and each do individual spots, and then it all tends to come together at the end. But this had quite a few people doing the 3-way spot, and having the finish involving multiple people at once was really good. Really liked it. Bree's taking a pin's fine. Like it's the level he's at right now. That's fine. I thought putting the title back on Owens is very interesting. Obviously now Fastlane becomes a lot more like well, what's Dean Ambrose going to do now? This is it's all a bit up in the air, but great match. Loads of really nice neck breakers in this match. Like, great, like, really nice stuff. I was impressed. Good start to the show. Like Owens having the title back, and because of the intrigue that it produces with Dean Ambrose. Really, really clever booking, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so within that, I mean, obviously Reigns is involved in the main event in Fastlane, and he had a little brush or a little run-in with the Dudleys, which was obviously kind of, in some ways it makes sense. They took out the Usos, and then they take out Reigns, and also some little little obviously relationship that they have with one Paul Heyman. But Ray, what did you think of the Dudleys being involved with Reigns like this?
I thought it was fantastic. People forget. I don't know how. Well, you have a lot of young fans now watching who may not understand the correlation between Paul Heyman and the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys were a staple of ECW. They were the tag team. They were the most hated. Excuse me. You have to excuse me, guys. I'm just waking up here. I'm so congested. They were the most hate. These guys were able to talk about how they were going to make your mother go down on them and just have the crowd just lose their mind and just want to beat them up. Now, that being said, again, I like the fact that they're not necessarily kind of really calling out that the Dudley Boys are Paul Heyman guys, but they're indirectly Paul Heyman guys doing kind of Paul Heyman's dirty work for him. Love the fact that they went after the Usos. Love the fact that they went after Reigns. I think there's going to be, I don't know, man. Do the Dudley Boys get involved tonight, depending on when you're listening to this podcast, and Fastlane? Possibly. I mean, what necessarily do the Dudley Boys have to do tonight? Again, I love the Dudley Boys as a heel tag team. They're much, much better as heel tag teams. I love the fact that they're saying, you know what, we ain't gonna get the tables no more. We're not gonna listen to you guys. You guys, we are the baddest team on the planet, and that's what they just need to kind of move away from that camouflage, that '90s camouflage gear, and maybe move towards more of a Bully Ray, or if you guys were fans of TNA. I do like the look that they had during the Aces and Eights gimmick when they were over at TNA. So maybe Bully Ray and Devon can come back in that Aces and Eights kind of look gimmick. But dude, I think it was excellent, man. It was really, really cool.
All right, so the main event of Fastlane: Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. Let's predict this now. Tom Brady, who is taking it down and going to WrestleMania to face Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship?
I could have all the calls that we've done on this show, or that I've done on this show so far. This is the hardest one for me to pick. Genuinely, obviously, I think Brock is the least likely, which is crazy to me. But I'm gonna go. I don't know. I think triple threat at Mania.
Ooh.
So Brock will lose, and Dean and Reigns some kind of draw or something. Maybe the Dudleys get involved, something like that. But if I had to pick one winner, I think Ambrose is the most likely, personally.
Wow. Okay.
I think Triple Threat Mania.
Ray, what's your thoughts?
All right. Here we go. So the Wyatts are going to get involved in this main event match. Yeah. The Wyatts will definitely, the Dudleys may in fact get involved, but people keep forgetting. Yeah, absolutely. The Wyatts are working out a program with Brock Lesnar, and the Wyatts are definitely going to go after the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. But the fact is this: people keep forgetting. People keep forgetting that Bray Wyatt did say only just a few short months ago, anyone but you, Roman Reigns. So, that being said, I have a feeling that they are going to help Dean Ambrose indirectly win this match. I do believe that WWE is going to change their mind. They're in the position that they were in when Daniel Bryan was super over, and they wanted to put over Roman Reigns, but they just couldn't because Daniel Bryan was just so freaking over. They had to change their mind, and I think this is the scenario. This is the thing. This is what's happening right now with the WWE. So I believe Dean Ambrose will win this match. He will go on to WrestleMania to face, not only face, but win the WWE World Heavyweight Title. Now, and I'm gonna make this really quick and short. This is gonna cause not only dissension between Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, because I have a feeling Dean Ambrose is going to kind of step back a little bit, let whatever happens, and you're going to think Dean Ambrose is going to turn heel. But I honestly do feel that Roman Reigns is going to get jealous, he's going to get angry, he's going to become frustrated, and he's going to beat the living crap out of Dean Ambrose, and he's going to be the one that turns heel.
Now that would be a turn up. That would be something different, something fresh that the WWE universe and the internet wrestling crowd would probably like to see. Brady, you want to say something?
I'm going to say if Ambrose wins that this year at Mania, next year the main event is the Shield Triple Threat. I'll call it now. I'll call it a year in advance. if he wins it, if he wins it this year, that's next year's already.
Tom, it's going to eventually happen. They're going to have to have
eventually, yeah.
The triple threat. But remember, there's one of those guys is going to be a heel, and that guy is going to be Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins, when he comes back, is going to be a super face. He's going to be super over. And does anybody know if Seth Rollins is better yet? Can he come back?
No, it's too quick. It's too quick now. It's way too quick now. It's too quick. Yeah.
But I heard today he signed up to compete in some kind of super CrossFit competition. So, and that's sooner than Mania or the same sort of week. So, I don't know. It seems way too soon, but he's signed up for some kind of CrossFit thing. So, maybe it'll be sooner than we think, which is quite.
Maybe. All right, let's go into the next thing that we saw on Raw, which was AJ Styles versus The Miz. Now, The Miz, okay, we call him the ball bag on our show for obvious reasons, but he has outdone himself in the last month. Definitely, he has. I feel like he has, drawing the real heat and making AJ Styles look really good. I mean, this match I thought was really well done. I thought The Miz complimented AJ Styles very, very well, and the way that he is involved in this feud between Jericho and AJ has been done very, very well as well. What did you think of the match overall, Ray?
I thought the match was excellent. Miz, I haven't had the opportunity to say it here to your audience, but The Miz is possibly one of the most underrated talents that WWE has had in quite some time. I thought his reign as World Heavyweight Champion was pretty freaking good. The Miz is great. The Miz is a company guy. He does everything right. And putting The Miz together with AJ Styles, people forget the Miz has been in the business now well over 10. It's about 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. About 10 years, and The Miz has put in his time, put in his work, and he is a great mouthpiece, not allowing AJ Styles to talk, even though AJ Styles did just talk recently, and it wasn't too bad. Again, him with Chris Jericho, I'm really excited to see this match. Are we gonna get into prediction of this match or no? Not yet.
Not yet. I just got one more question for Mr. Brady. What do you think about Y2J's involvement in this? Because it's a funny one, because it looks like Y2J kind of almost has that kind of big brother kind of mode, that kind of mentor kind of role, the way he's kind of going on commentary and he's saying all positive things. He's really building up AJ Styles, correcting Michael Cole when he says the wrong thing, about the whole hick thing. But I just think, I think Jericho, again, involved with AJ, has been a really, really good feud for AJ.
I think it's been a really good feud for Jericho as well, obviously. Jericho got a lot of stake when he first came back, and I was quite happy with him coming back. And he's very good because he's obviously so safe. He's obviously so smart in the ring. Like, I don't know if you heard, when he beat him with the code breaker, that was botched. He was supposed to pin him after knocking him off the rope. He said this on his podcast, I think. And for them to just quickly throw him in and do that. And it's almost like Styles doesn't necessarily need guiding through anything because he's AJ Styles. He's one of the best wrestlers on the entire planet. But this Jericho sort of, like step by step going through everything. I think that's really good. I think it's a good complex that they've got between the two of them. Like, I don't know if you saw SmackDown, that was cool as well. Mm-hmm. Like Styles threw in the mic and he like catches it with like really quick and it like catches him off guard as well. It's really good. Like, and like you say, Miz being in there, because Miz gets the like social media audience way better than anyone else seems to, and that I think generates so much. It's accelerated this feud way more than it probably would have been. Like, it's a good feud anyway, but Miz being involved has been fantastic. Like, I think that's the sort of thing they should do maybe more often with other feuds. Like, Owens and Ziggler could use someone in there to freshen that up as well. Mm-hmm. So something like that should be done more often, but I think Jericho and Styles might be the best match on Fastlane.
Who's going to take it down?
Styles.
Styles?
With the Clash as well.
Okay, Ray?
All right, so what I was going to finish in saying before was that, and by the way, great points, Tom Brady. What I was going to say to finish my thought was that, I love the booking. I love the fact that they're surrounding AJ Styles with people who make him look good. Now, yes, AJ Styles lost the match, but he still looked good in losing the match. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt losing to a 6-time world heavyweight champion and 8 or 9-time Intercontinental champion, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, yada yada yada. This guy is a legend, future Hall of Famer. So it just builds some realism within this feud. I believe AJ Styles will go over, and he's going to go over strong. Now, when I say he's going to go over strong, it doesn't mean that he's going to dominate the match entirely, but he'll carry the big spots in the match. And I don't think he hits the Styles Clash. I think Chris Jericho, because again, people think, oh yeah, he's going to fight Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. Chris Jericho is not going to be at WrestleMania this year, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry for the spoiler. I'm sorry. He is not. He has other things he has to do. He may be a part of WrestleMania, perhaps, but he is not wrestling at WrestleMania, from what I understand. So this is the end of the feud for now, and he will make Chris Jericho tap out to the Calf Crusher. That's the PG name of the Calf Killer.
Yeah. Okay, I like that analogy. All right, let's go on to Charlotte versus Brie. Now, obviously, Brie Bella, she's getting a lot of sentimental value at the moment because of one Daniel Bryan. So this was a really quick fix, a little filler thing. She's gonna be retiring soon. Now, this run-in with Charlotte, Tom, again, I think that WWE are not showcasing their best promo skills by allowing them to maybe, talk a little bit more freely. It seems super scripted. I mean, Charlotte is definitely finding her way and, finding her voice and the way she gets points across. But you can see a massive difference between her promo skills in NXT compared to her promo skills on the WWE main roster, mainly because I suppose they can go a little bit more freely in NXT.
I thought this segment with her and Brie, I think Brie obviously isn't as good as Charlotte on the mic, and I don't think Charlotte's the best on the mic. Mm-hmm. But I thought this segment was awesome. I thought this was absolutely brilliant. Like, I was captivated, and mainly the crowd made it because they were it was a tirade of noise and like just shouting and boos and just attacks. But I thought Charlotte being that like horrible heel, like with the dropping things about Brian and Brie's eventual kids and like stuff about Nikki and stuff, and I thought it was awesome. I loved it. I was properly captivated. I thought, like you say, it did feel very scripted, very point to point to point, but I thought it was done really well actually, and I really like Charlotte now. I really not like her, like I really like watching her, but I hate her because she's such a good heel. I'm like, God, I hate you, but you're so good at it. And I'm not really excited for the match, I've got to be honest. I don't think it'll be very good. Not very good. I think it'll just be average, an average Divas match. But this segment I thought was awesome. I really, really liked it, and I was quite surprised actually that I liked it so much.
So who do you reckon is taking that down then?
It's got to be Charlotte, I think. Brie stepping back a bit. But I think it wouldn't. I don't think even if Brie was still staying in the company, I don't think it made that much sense putting the title on her anyway.
Ray?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually, Tom. I understand where you're coming from. I'm gonna disagree. The fact that it sounded so scripted, kind of took away from it. The realism of it, the whole, when she came out and she talked about your bearded vegan babies, I kind of just stood back and like, really? Like, I don't know. It just
I
doesn't.
laughed. You see, I like that.
It was funny, but it was just like, A-Track Brown over at Big Slam Nation made a good point that when Brie Bella is cutting a promo, she kind of talks like she's reading off a script, and it doesn't feel like it's coming from her heart. Now, instead of Charlotte Flair coming out like the kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing, son of a gun.
That's how she sounds. That's how she sounds. Yeah.
She did not come out like her dad. She started sounding like Brie Bella with some weirdness, man. Anyway, although I think that yes, Brie Bella has the whole sentimental thing going for her there. Absolutely, Tom Brady. They are not going to put the title on her. She's not going to win this match. Charlotte goes over. Maybe even really injures her so bad that Brie Bella has to quote unquote leave for a little while.
That'd be really cool.
This may be a way of writing her off the program. I believe she puts her in a figure eight, and she does not let go. Maybe even Ric Flair comes in. Maybe Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair comes in. Maybe he slaps on the figure four, even though it's a PG era. That's what I would have done. I would have had Dad come in and put on the figure four and really finish her off. But that's not going to happen. So again, in short, Charlotte goes over. She wins the match. She actually puts Brie Bella out of business, and she'll go home to her bearded husband and bearded babies.
Do we see Daniel Bryan at Fastlane?
I don't think so.
Come about for this.
No.
I think there's a tiny chance if she does something like that where she's like going to injure Brie completely. I think we see Daniel Bryan, but otherwise, I don't think so.
Yeah, but the thing is that I think we see Daniel Bryan is kind of gonna reopen the wound of him not being there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if the WWE fans are ready for that. I know it sounds kind of corny, but I don't know if the fans are ready to see Daniel Bryan on TV again. I think it's gonna have to be a few months to a year before we actually see him on WWE TV, because it's just. It was sad, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I will be honest with you. During his retirement speech a couple of weeks ago, I got misty-eyed, man. Because I love, there are very few wrestlers, and I'm sorry I'm going so long, but there are very few wrestlers that have touched me personally. Not personally touched me. I'm not saying he's a pedophile, like a sicko or anything. What I'm saying is emotionally touched me so much, like Daniel Bryan. The only other guy I would say would probably be Eddie Guerrero. That was when he passed away, and I'm not saying that this was equivalent of someone passing away, but it almost felt that way to me. So, Godspeed.
Right, let's go through the rest of the card then. Okay, we got Sasha Banks, who was looking mighty fine on Raw. Woo! When that tune went, the crowd was going nuts, and she walked down. I was like, girl, what are you wearing? I was like, rewind that shit right now. I need to see that again. The way she looked was like, yeah, that's the one right there. Anyway, so we've got Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, who has been doing very, very well. I think she's doing the best of she's done in even including in NXT so far, against Team Bad, Naomi and Tamina. So Tom, who's taking that down?
It's got, well, if it's not Becky and Sasha, I don't even know what I will do. I think I'll be so like almost. I think I'll genuinely be upset if it's not. But yeah, they should go over, and they should go over well. Yeah, it's always obviously at the end tension. Someone's gonna maybe bank statement on Becky after the match. That'd be cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward to that. I actually think it will be good to see Sasha and Becky get hopefully some time on pay-per-view, because Sasha's not had it for quite a while now.
Ray, who's taking it down?
All right, really quickly to recant off of what you're saying, I wasn't always a big fan of Sasha Banks until I saw her walk down the aisle in those tights, and I said, oh, that's what it is. My God, you know what's funny? She stopped walking, but she didn't stop moving. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Baby.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
ooh yeah. But anyway, I got off track there. But yes, I do believe Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch go over in this match in a really good match. A-Track Brown actually chose the other team, stating that he thought there would be dissension between Sasha and Becky, which I believe there will be. But I believe Charlotte Flair may get involved in this match as well. Maybe she causes some type of distraction, but I believe in all the pendulum and all the chaos. I believe Sasha Banks will pull off and hit the bank statement on Tamina Snuka, and she will lose the match, and yeah, that's gonna happen. So Sasha Banks and Becky, and at the end of the match. I have a feeling that they're gonna go at it, Becky and Sasha. So it'll work its way out for a three-way down the line, maybe at Mania. Yep, with the champ.
All right, let's roll through this real quick before we go to a break. So Ryback and Big Show and Kane versus the Wyatt family. Who's taking that down, Tom?
Oh, Wyatt's 100%, and Strowman will be the man who gets the deciding pinfall.
Yeah, Ray.
Oh, I agree. It's going to be the Wyatts, and I believe that they're going to end this match really good, where they're going to have Braun Strowman actually putting the Big Show in his reverse chokehold finisher. I think Big Show passes out, and they go over. It's not going to be a bad match. People think it's going to be a bad match. Again, the Big Show, greatest giant of all time, in my opinion.
So we got Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler for the IC title. Who's taking that down, Tom?
Again, gotta be Owens. It'll be a good match, but I can't see this. I wouldn't see the point in putting it back on Ziggler. And Owens will run into Mania now with the IC title. Probably Styles for Mania with Owens, I reckon.
Ray.
Oh God, I agree with Tom Brady, but I believe Tito Santana gets involved here to reclaim the Intercontinental Champion. I'm just kidding. Tito Santana is somewhere teaching in a school in Texas, I believe. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be a really good match, really good match. Because I don't care what you say about Dolph Ziggler, that guy is the freaking man when it comes to in-ring product. So it's gonna be, but he's gonna take that pop-up power bomb. He's probably gonna go for a Hurricane Rana somewhere during the match. I know I'm being very specific, but he'll probably go for a high spot and get caught off the top rope or something into the pop-up power bomb. And I agree with you, Tom Brady, 1,000%. By the way, I have to tell you, Tom Brady, I actually absolutely love your analysis. You're excellent at this.
Yes,
man.
dude.
No, seriously.
Thank you very much.
You are so good, man. Sometimes I actually play. I listen to this and I think I'm listening to somebody who's like 50 years old, man. Really, really excellent. But anyway,
cheers, dude. That actually really.
Hey, Tom.
I'm a bit humbled.
Tom, tell him how old you are.
21. So.
shut up.
Yeah. So my first like proper memory is like X7. Like that's the first time I properly remember seeing anything.
And that's what I mean. I've been reading this stuff for a while, scouting this guy. So as soon as the time was right, I pounced. Monty Brown pounced.
we got to talk about guys who missed the WWE boat.
Oh God, you know,
Monty Brown is one of my very, very favorite guys who missed the WWE. But anyway, Tom Brady, you're the man. But again, to finish off, because I know we have time restraints. I do think that Kevin Owens will face AJ Styles at WrestleMania, and AJ Styles will take the title there and solidify the Intercontinental Championship once again. It's going to be a huge match, man. I'm talking about like Ricky Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage without George the Animal Steel. Maybe they could bring in Santino Marella to play that role. Who knows?
All right, and the last one real quick. Kalisto versus Del Rio. Tom, who's taking that down?
Kalisto probably. I can't believe it's on the pre-show.
I know.
Like, I'm gonna have to actually watch the pre-show for once. I reckon I can't see them taking it back off Kalisto. This is stale. This is stale, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hope something big comes for Kalisto after this because it's getting a bit boring. I've got to be honest.
Salita does hold off the top rope. Ray, who's taking it down?
I agree. Kalisto wins. It's going to be your classic 2 out of 3 falls. First match is going to go maybe 5 minutes. Kalisto is going to lose the match. Maybe the Legion of Doom, or whatever the hell these guys call themselves, they get involved. What do they get? What is their stupid gimmick name?
League of Nations.
League of Nations, yeah, those losers, minus Wade Barrett in a month or two. Yeah, so those guys may get involved. Maybe they beat the living crap out of Kalisto, hurting him, putting some drama on, and then whoever. So anyway, so Kalisto loses the first match, gets really beat up. Then the second match, out of nowhere, gets a quick roll-up finish somehow, and then he'll fight through his pain, fight through the agony. He's gonna overcome all the odds, and he'll somehow find a way to win against the contender. So yeah, Kalisto holds on to the U.S. title.
Okay, all right, Segheads. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go to a break to hear from our sponsors from VOC Nation, and yeah, we'll be back looking at the NXT Fallout and also looking at our normal sticks, Jug Stunners, Segue Time Machine, and Big Ray's gonna be running the 10 count, so don't you miss it.
Hey, it's me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Net Carrier has many great products and services to increase your bottom line. Be sure to ask your Net Carrier representative about our hosted PBX. Call Net Carrier today for a free analysis of your phone bills. 877-255-7733. That's right, 877-255-7733. Call now.
And we're back, people. It's Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 152. It's your boy Kinny Killa here with Tom Brady and Big Ray. I just want to give a shout out to our other sponsors, Custom Wrestling Figures, where you can get all your custom made wrestling figures. You can get whatever wrestler you want in whatever promotion you want. They will custom make it especially for you. Man, they'll even custom make yourself. I'm going to get myself done. I'm going to get my own self done as well, custom made. So make sure you go to Custom Wrestling Figures, go to their Twitter and order yourself a figure with the promotion name Sunday Segue. Just quote Sunday Segue and you will get a special offer. Ooh, yeah. Right.
I'm going to get myself a Fame Black.
Yeah, get yourself a Fame Black.
Where the hell is Fame Black?
I don't know.
He's on a bus somewhere, just crying slowly.
Right, let's go into NXT Fallout. So NXT, we start with Enzo and Cass, American Alpha versus Dash and Dawson and Blake and Murphy. Again, Blake and Murphy, Dash and Dawson. I mean, I'm not a fan of Blake and Murphy. Just not a fan. They're just too blah. Dash and Dawson, massive fan of Dash and Dawson. I like them. I really like the old school feel about them. But the match itself was really, really good. I like the way both teams played off each other. I like the way American Alpha are coming over, coming across on television. And Enzo and Cass, man, Brady, it is probably soon time for them to go up, isn't it?
Yeah, actually just in the off, when we were just waiting for the sponsors before, me and Kenny were just saying that we reckon he might be coming up for Fastlane, Enzo and Cass, maybe on the Edge and Christian New Day show. Sure, they're a bit green, but you've got to freshen it up, and if you want to freshen up that tag division, Enzo and Cass are going to get over in an instant, so that's what I can see coming for them. As far as the match goes, really fun. Like, that's what I felt watching it. It wasn't like a 5-star or 4-star match, it was just a standard match. Really fun to watch. Everyone looked like they were loving it. Like that the focus was on Cass and Jordan as well. That was really good. Like when they were shouting at each other in the middle of the ring, I was like, oh, I love this. And I was just getting so excited. That was really, really good. Yeah, really, really fun start to NXT.
Ray, you want to speak on this real quick?
Well, I am Enzo Amore. I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. Let me tell you something. Those guys are so awesome. I love him and Big Cass. I do know that they actually showed up on a SmackDown not too long ago. Yes,
I think it was a dark match, wasn't it?
It was a dark match, so they were on the main roster. Now Tom Brady, again, see, I'm gonna put you over again, buddy, because because the fact is that I am hearing that they may make their Fastlane WWE main roster debut tonight. On this is why this is not the pre-show. This may be a reason, perhaps, and I'm almost 95% sure that these guys are coming out. I'm also hearing that they're there today. I got a text sometime last night because I reach out to certain sources before I do these shows, and I did hear that they are there. So that being said, I think it would be a great place to. I mean, let's think about it. You got a great WWE Hall of Fame tag team in Edge and Christian, talking to the most over tag team right now in the WWE in the New Day, don't be sour, and then bringing up the future most over tag team in the WWE in Enzo and Big Cass. I think it'll be fantastic. Really, really cool TV, man. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, I'm 95% sure those guys are going to be, unless the WWE they run short on time or they change their plans or whatever, but they're definitely, I think, going to be making their debut very, very soon.
Okay, let's go on to Deonna Purrazzo versus Asuka. Now, Asuka is just an absolute beast, Ray. This woman, right? WWE have got such a coup in this woman, right? And they need to go out and go and sign some more women like this, because the way she comes across in terms of charisma, and she can't even speak fluent English. I'm hoping this has the same effect when Shinsuke comes, because she is just off the chain. She comes out, instant charisma. She's taking all these blows from Purrazzo. She gets a slap in the face. The crowd's like, "Oh, you fucked up now. You fucked up. She's gonna kill you now." And I'm talking like she does a German suplex, 3 backhand fists. I'm talking Aja Kong backhand fist, and then a roundhouse kick, and it's just over. It's done. What's your thoughts on Asuka?
She is so unattractive. No. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Go ahead, say it, Tom. She's hot. Go ahead.
Yeah, she is. I'll let that be said. You know.
No, she is.
I'll allow it. No, she's phenomenal.
Dude, she's not only amazing in the ring and tough as nails, but I know for a fact that A-Track Brown would take that down anytime.
He's gonna have to fight Fame, man.
Oh, well, I don't know. A-Track Brown is a giant beast, man. He's an animal, brother. I gotta put that guy over. That guy is the real deal. Not to say that Fame Black isn't wiry and scrappy, because I heard Fame Black is quite the tough man himself. So I would like to see that match. It'll be kind of like Drago versus Rocky. Who knows? But anyway, let's get back to Asuka. Asuka is phenomenal, dude. That woman will be on the roster before this year is ended. A big loss for NXT, a huge gain for WWE. Can you imagine Sasha Banks versus Asuka on the big stage? That would be amazing, dude. So yeah, great pickup for WWE, and I can't wait till she signs with Playboy.
Okay, we had a Eva Marie and Nia Jax promo. Oh, just so I just can't. Like, the girl can't even talk properly and can't even do a proper beatdown, man. Nia Jax got a way to go as well. But I'll just skip that real quick. Alex Riley versus Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger got a win, thank God, because he's the perfect 10. And then we had the main event. We had Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. I mean, what great chemistry these two had, Tom Brady. They go at it again. I mean, Joe has just transformed his fortunes, even though we knew he would. You know, it's a bit of a slow start in NXT, but now he has come in and he is doing his regular stick and he is looking amazing.
I 100% agree, and I think you hit the nail perfectly on the head with the word chemistry. Like, these two could have, 5 or 6 completely different matches, and every single one would be brilliant because they've got so much. They mesh so well together. Perfect. I love the dynamic of how much Sammy cares and how much Joe just palms him off, like, nah, like, get out of my face. Like, it's so good and it's so fun to watch again. Like, that's the thing about NXT, so much fun, like, all of it. Loads of cool moves, loads of really nice spots. The ending was quite cool. I quite enjoyed it because it sort of sold Sammy being like, oh, so knackered that he couldn't properly get the cover. It was quite cool. Also, big shout out to Drake Younger as the ref. He, from CZW to where he is now, I'm really happy for him. He's awesome as well. And triple threat then for the title. I'm gonna guess. I don't see him doing it unless they want another.
I don't want to spoil it. I know what goes down, so I don't. I don't want to spoil it. Ray, do you want to do a Conan on speaking this real quick?
Conan speak. That's very clever. Yeah, okay, you threw me off with the Conan thing, and plus I have my son over here playing with his wrestling figures. I swear, Aiden right now is playing with his wrestling figures right now, annoying me in the corner. So we're talking about Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe. Are you guys surprised that these guys can put together an amazing match? I am not. Samoa Joe has been wrestling well over a decade. Sami Zayn, formerly El Generico. These guys have had great matches on the indies all over the world. These guys are fantastic. I'm just looking forward to the future and seeing what more. I mean, people are waiting for Samoa Joe to go to the main roster. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. This guy continues to do what he has been signed to do and help put over the younger talent in NXT and help them get better. Sami Zayn, I believe, though, over the course of time will eventually be in the main roster. I think Sami Zayn should be in the main roster sometime within a month or two. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I understand. So whatever feud, I think this will be Sami Zayn's last feud, and what a feud it is. Looking forward to the future between these two guys and Sami Zayn and the WWE main roster. It's going to be really, really soon.
Definitely. The match finished as a draw as Muscle Buster reversed into a haluva kick, and then they both fall in each other. And Drake Younger counts 1, 2, 3.
Oh, dude. If I may, I don't mean to interrupt you. I know you kind of skipped past the Eva Marie thing, and I'm getting a phone call right now. But Eva Marie is actually the worst thing I've ever seen in the history of professional wrestling. She is awful. She is horrible. I can't stand her. I think she's awful in the ring, awful on the mic. She does not deserve the spot that she's been given.
Yeah, and we call her the Fool on our show. So she's Boo Boo the Fool, man. She's a fool.
You should just keep her as the poster.
Yeah.
That's great. I love the Fastlane poster. Yeah. Keep that up. Take her out the ring. Just the photos, please. That's what I want to see.
Right, you know what time it is? It's time for some Shook Stunners. Okay, so Jobber of the Week. Who should we give Jobber of the Week to? Who jobbed out this week? Who should we give Jobber of the Week to?
I'd say it's probably Miz, even though it not in a bad sense.
Yep.
Like he, but yeah, Miz was awesome.
Miz, okay.
In a good way.
Move of the week. Who we gonna give move of the week to? We had a pop-up power bomb. We had the dirty deeds and the Ziggler finisher. What's the Ziggler finisher called again?
Zigzag.
That's it. Yeah. So we had that move. What else did we get? We got Asuka going down with that one.
What about Big E's big ending to Mark Henry? He fell off and he crumpled. That was awesome. My move of the week definitely is Goldust with the champagne. Someone else can pick where they want.
Goldust champagne. Awesome. Goldust champagne. I have to say that as well.
That was so funny. Love that.
I'll tell you one hell of a move of the week. You know what a move of the week? You know one of my moves of the week is?
What?
It's the fact that, and we're going to TNA now.
Ooh.
We're going to the fact that TNA has made a huge move. They signed one of our brothers, one of our Big Slam brothers, one of the members of the PW Hustle podcast. Yes, Bin Hameen. Ya Allah, moron. Bin Hameen has signed on as creative.
They actually signed him. Sick.
Yes. He is now working as TNA creative, as Impact Wrestling creative. So big ya Allah to my buddy Ben Hameen, aka Ben Doer of WrestleZone Radio, OneWrestling.com. The guy is now officially with TNA, so that's a big move for me.
Nice, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Who are we gonna give Wrestler of the Week to? Wrestler of the Week, do we give it to jointly between Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn? I would give it more to Samoa Joe over Sami Zayn this week, just because Samoa Joe this week has been off the chain.
I'm not gonna agree.
Yeah, Samoa Joe. Alright, so Samoa Joe takes that down. So what we're gonna do now is go for the Segue Time Machine.
No, I forget about fame.
I know.
I just botched it.
All right.
What are we doing?
So, Segue Time Machine. So, let's talk about what happened in professional wrestling today. It is the 21st of February. So, today, Barry Windham won the NWA World Heavyweight Title. In 1993. We also had in 2010 we had John Cena winning the WWE title. We also had Chris Jericho winning the World Heavyweight title. John Cena and The Miz winning the tag titles. And
I don't even remember that.
Well, there's probably gonna be a reason for that, which is because in 1993 there was Super Brawl 3, WCW Super Brawl 3. We also had WWE Elimination Chamber 2010, and on that card. We had Elimination Chamber, which is where Jericho won. He won the title from the Undertaker. This is when I believe HBK sweet chinned him. We also had John Cena winning the title in the Elimination Chamber, and then he went on to face Batista, and Batista defeated John Cena. What else? We had The Miz defeating MVP in the United States title match. So we also had, let's see what happened in the Monday Night Wars. So Raw 2000 episode 352. Brady, what was the Raw rating? What do you reckon?
What year are we in? Sorry.
What was the Raw rating? What do you reckon?
Yeah, what year are we in? Sorry.
2000.
2000. 6.
Oh, it's 5.9. All right.
Oh,
5.9.
That was pretty close.
And on this card, we had the British Bulldog and Kurt Angle defeating Jericho and China. We had Too Cool defeating Head Cheese.
Oh God.
We had Perry Saturn and Di Maliko defeating The Godfather and D'Lo Brown. We had Edge, Christian, Matt and Jeff Hardy defeating Billy Gunn, Devon, Bubba Ray and Road Dogg. We had Farouk, Bradshaw, Mark Henry defeating Crash, Hardcore and Viscera. We had Benoit defeating Test. Rikishi defeating Eddie Guerrero in 22 seconds in a no DQ match. Taz beat Bossman in a DQ, and Triple H, X-Pac and Big Show defeated The Rock, Cactus Jack and Kane. Okay, on the other side, on the flip side on Nitro, what do you reckon Nitro did in rating wise, Ray?
What year was this?
2000.
2000. I'm going to say a 1.9.
They did a 2.8, so not fully on the decline, but this.
Well, that's right. I'm thinking 2001.
On this card, they have Billy Kidman and Lash LaRue went to a no contest. Vampiro defeated Fit Finlay. Booker T defeated Disco Inferno by DQ. The Artists, formerly known as Prince Ikea, defeated the Parker in the Cruiserweight title match. The Harris Brothers and Dustin and Terry Funk, Dustin Rhodes and Terry Funk went to a no contest. Buff Bagwell defeated the Maestro. The War defeated Bam Bam Bigelow, and Hogan and Luger went to a no contest after 9 minutes.
That card sounds horrible.
I know.
That sounds awful.
I know. It sounds absolutely shit. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any birthdays to shout out other than former TNA talent Crimson and former NXT Tag Team Champion Oliver Gray.
Got a birthday shout out to Wes Briscoe.
Yeah, Wes Briscoe as well. Birthday shout out to Wes Briscoe. Oh, and I should say to Carlito. Sorry, Carlito as well. And there we have it. All right, so it is now time for the 10 count. Okay, now before we come off air, Big Ray has to run the 10 count. It's been a while since we had one of these. So basically, let me just explain, Ray, what you have to do. You have 10 seconds to name as many answers for your chosen category as you can. Okay, so can you pick category A, B, or C, please?
Oh my gosh, all of the above. No, I'm kidding. We'll just go with A.
A. Okay. WrestleMania. Okay, so you have 10 seconds to tell me how many people. So basically, you need to say the names of the people who have won the WWE title or World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania in 3, 2, 1, go.
The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena. God, you got me on the spot. Danny O'Brien.
Stop. Ooh. We got 4. We got 4 there. That's good. That's good. I mean, the
I don't even remember what I got.
I can't remember. But the max at the moment is 8. So
Oh, dude, I want to do it again. All right, good.
That's good. That's good. You got 4. Okay, at least you didn't get 0. Sorry, Dave. But yeah, you got 4 there. All right, people. That is the end of the show. I would like to thank obviously Mr. Tom Brady, who obviously will be joining us on the flip side for Sunday Segue TV episode 4. That's right. Episode 4. Don't you miss it. Let the people know where they can find you on the Twitter.
just Wrestle Review, WR for Wrestling, WR for Review on Twitter, or just at tbrady94_. That's just talk about wrestling, anything like football, anything you want to talk about it, I'll be there.
Okay.
So.
And Ray, I'd like to thank Ray for making a debut on the show. It's been a long time coming, so thanks for coming on, Ray.
Super good.
Please let people know where they can find you on the Twitter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before you can find me on Twitter at One Wrestling, of course, at Big Ray Show. You can also listen to me every week on Wednesdays, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, WrestleZone.com, on your WZ Daily with Nick Hausman, Big Slam Nation. Shout out to my boys over there at OneWrestling.com, YouTube /One Wrestling Video. Listen, I say this every single time. I would do this for a living, but if I can, I would do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling. So thank you guys.
No problemo. All right, Seg heads, make sure you flip onto the other side. You know where we are on YouTube. Make sure you go and watch Sunday Segue TV episode 4. We're going to be talking about New Japan, a new beginning in Nagata 2016. Also, make sure you listen to Retro Roundtable episode 17. We talked about 90s video games. Okay, so we'll be back next week, okay, slightly earlier. We're going to be reviewing Fastlane, obviously the Raw after Fastlane. So yeah, we'll be back then. We hope to have James Belmont with his Belmont banter and John Cooper from Kings of the Ring podcast. All right, and if you don't like that, you can choke on that slap nuts. Woo!
Where the hell is Fame Black?